ever win against the #1 team in the country. Great crowd on hand. Aggies wearing black at home and Auburn in their white. And here's Tahad Pettiford, 5-star McDonald's All-American, running the point for Auburn.
Well, their key is to not turn the ball over tonight in their 4-game losing streak. That turnover number has been around 14 per game.
Senior night, Hayden Hefner getting the start. The 5th-year senior from down the road in Nederland picks up a bucket.
A lot of different weapons for Bruce Pearl to play call for.
Obaseki drove right by the freshman, and there's a tip in from Henry Coleman III.
Perfect possessions for the A&M to open up this game. But Texas A&M has a built-in help defender on that early touch by Janai Broome and Wade Taylor. I think they will send multiple bodies at Broome all night.
Obaseki feeling it. Cardwell got cut off, but still finishes. First bucket for Auburn. Pulled down 42% of their misses. Best in the country. Anderson Garcia tries and dies.
What a hot start, huh?
A slow start has Bruce Pearl sucking lemons over on the Auburn sideline here early on. Not what he had in mind. He was very deliberate about what was on the line. Hefner reverses it in. Florida's passing big men did a fantastic job out of the A&M double teams. That'll be a challenge for the Tigers tonight. Step through, Johnson finishes on the other side. After going for 30 on Saturday night in Lexington. Chad Baker-Mazzara with a 15-footer. Off balance and good. He had 22 against Kentucky. And certainly, you could look at their schedule and look at all of their wins. There had to have been some that weren't great matchups.
Yeah.
Physical play by Pharrell Payne, and he goes right after Broome. Really pounded them in the second half in a 19-point win. Phelps launches for three and splashes it home.
I will say this. I know A&M doesn't shoot the three-point shot well, regardless if it's a high-percentage shooter or not.
Aggies 3 for 4 from deep already tonight. Baker-Mazzara answers.
Love him. Only weighs about 175 pounds. I mean, his tights are loose, but he's still very effective.
Phelps with a contested 2. He scored the last 5 for A&M. And
all night long without Denver Jones and now Janai Broome over there injured. Can they handle this environment on top of it?
Cardwell, part of a school record 115 wins. He suffered a shoulder injury early this game. Sat for a few minutes, but back out there, much to the delight of Auburn fans. Phelps just blasted right through.
Like
Baker-Mazzara running the point. Remember, Denver Jones limited with a foot injury tonight. Cardwell gets another point-blank look. He's got 6 early on, already better than his season average. Auburn brings a double. Whoa! Pettiford went flying out there. Jace Carter, another opportunity, and he banks it in.
Again, downhill driving Texas A&M.
Aggies 0-9 all time against #1, but an early 8-point lead on senior night. Pettiford tees it up.
Wow, how good is this kid? New Jersey tough. It's interesting, they actually recruited Pettiford as a scoring guard, a 2-guard, but he has developed into a very good point guard as well.
Sky Howard cleans up the miss. No whistle as Phelps went tumbling. Kelly, after the ball got swung around to him, is off the mark, and there's Sky Howard on the glass. Can take it himself, and he sneaks it in. It's an Auburn team with plenty of depth. Wade Taylor with the ball fake. Open 3. Splashes past Pettiford. 10 to shoot. Pettiford crosses over Washington. Picks up his dribble. 4 to shoot. More. Tough angle.
Yeah, tough basket.
Kentucky hammered LSU tonight by 31. Georgia, you mentioned, won against South Carolina. And Arkansas is playing Vandy. There's Garcia for 3.
I love the guts that guy plays with. He's
won't get it started until late. Talking with Stephen Pearl about their offensive execution at Kentucky, he said, I know what the result was, but I didn't think we executed well. There's Broome for his first bucket.
Those high, soft, helium passes, but Broome made him pay.
Payne got deep penetration and turned around with the jump hook. Wade Taylor, the 4th, into Broome to Coleman. Phelps sidestep 3. Buzz was begging for a timeout, and that was a Rick Barnes timeout. 3 left in the half. Baker Mazzara fires and splashes it home.
That is huge.
So Anderson Garcia's got it in his hands, driving on Janai Broom, who missed 3 minutes due to a shoulder injury in the first half. Manny Obaseki steps through.
Coming off of a 9-point performance at Rupp on Saturday.
Taylor, no good. Tipped out by Garcia. Taylor, another chance. This time the floater's off the front of the rim. 2 offensive rebounds on 1 possession. Taylor blows by Pettiford, finds Garcia to finish. Largest lead of the game for A&M. It's a 12-point Aggie lead. Brome with the spin move. Great touch around Garcia.
And they're up against an Aggie team that is desperate for a win and playing with a desperate energy and effort.
Wade Taylor the fourth. 10 to shoot for Baker Mazzara. Hurried it up and hit it. Wildly drives it and gives it up. Baker Mazzara gives it right back. Obaseki. Got it. Is that how you would win? You'd have to buy some votes?
No doubt. Bruce Pearl now, a little bit of wrinkle defensively as well, going to his zone.
They played it a couple of times in the first half, and Manny Obaseki throws in his second 3.
Their practice today, you couldn't tell if they lost 4 in a row or won 4 in a row, and that's what good coaches do.
Todd Pettiford's second triple. Nearly 2,000 points. Was 10 points shy during his career. Taylor turns it over. Chance for Pettiford. Decides to fire, and that is banked in. Why not? He gave a little Jordan shrug. Garcia hammers that one back out to midcourt. Another offensive rebound for A&M. Phelps fouled. Pettiford had Broome. Couldn't see him. He'll launch a 3. Got another one.
And it's a good thing you didn't see.
Payne getting after it in the post. All those guys we showed really reinvented themselves as they made it to Auburn. Taylor fouled, and he's going to the line. Back-to-back 3-point plays for the A&M backcourt. He's going to try and guard Phelps. Broome helps him out. Taylor will reset, 16 to shoot. Crossover, crossed again. Floats it over Broome. Payne follow tip. Cardwell bails him out. And then it's stolen away by Garcia. Here's Taylor. Drops it off for Payne. Wow! Pharrell Payne doing chin-ups out there.
Front of the ball, a big part of Auburn's problems.
He's an elite man-to-man defender.
Bam.
Cardwell with the hammer. He's got 8. 17th offensive rebound for A&M, most given up by Auburn this season, and one again for Zurich Phelps.
Buzz Williams comes in tonight 5-2 against Bruce Pearl in the SEC because of the defense causes problems for how Auburn plays offense. As you jump out on the big and he rolls clean to the rim.
Baker Mazzara going against Garcia, good buddies from back in the day, and
is just trying to keep this game close to the last 4 minutes, trying to stay in contention.
Well, Auburn has been great in close games and in blowouts, and Wade Taylor the fourth.
And get your first win ever against the #1 team.
Broome fade away.
Woo.
He's pretty. On 3 of 9 shooting against the Cats.
Tom He's right now in the lead. For National Player of the Year, but the door might be cracked right now with what Cooper Flagg did last night.
Kelly with the left hand. They just can't keep pace. And now a turnover. Phelps swatted away, but Coleman cleans it up. But they're 3:54 away from the end of this one as A&M looks for its first ever win against #1. Beautiful pass to Janai Broome, and with his offhand he converts. And Garcia took it down with him. Aggies come out of there with it. Solomon Washington. Nobody stops the ball. And Payne delivers a hammer. Pettiford.
Wow.
Got it.
Just didn't run offense. Just had to make a play.
And that's how close A&M is to a historic win. They've never knocked off #1. Garcia back cut. And he weaves around, gives it back to Taylor. What a moment this would be for the 8 seniors in their final home game. Wade Taylor the fourth.
Buzz Williams didn't use all that juice to get his guys ready. This is your last time to put on that they've done.
Auburn fresh off of an SEC championship regular season win Saturday night against Kentucky, and with their rivals from Tuscaloosa waiting on Saturday. Texas A&M is 30 seconds away from the biggest win in school history. Bruce Pearl says, don't foul. It was a 4-game losing streak.
I think Buzz Williams,
he's saying, we need to save the money for NIL. Don't rush the court. We can't afford the fine.
Pearl already sending his guys to the locker room, just making sure there's nothing happens at the end. Really well done by Buzz Williams.
83-72 is the final. It will be a very lonely court rush. There's one kid who made it out to the logo.
They listened to their head coach.
First ever win against